Hello and welcome to Let's Try Beer. Today we have a beer from the Wild Beer Co. called Bibble, which apparently means, let's read it out here. Bibble means to drink regularly in Old Somerset dialect. This is our everyday pale ale for a regular bibbling. Okay, so it just mentioned there, the Wild Beer Co. comes from Somerset, rural Somerset apparently, and this is their pale ale. Uh, Apparently, it has a big body and it uses mosaic hops. It comes in at 4.2% ABV. This is their 330ml can, and I'm about to taste it and see if it is worth bibbling. Let's get her open and into the glass. This beer, pale ale, I'm not really too familiar with many pale ales. Um, if you haven't watched the first beer review that I did, I sort of touched on the fact that I'm not really a beer connoisseur. I'm kind of new to the craft world, and I want to expand on the beer flavors, stuff that I've never tasted before. Pale ale is something I'm not really sure if I ever have had. I'm just used to lagers more than anything. I probably have had some sort of pale ale before. In fact, I have actually, come to think of it, but um, it's not something that I usually drink, so I'm not really sure what to expect from this. Let's go to smell. It's quite citrusy. Uh, it's very pleasant to smell. I can definitely smell lots of citrusy fruits in there. Orange peel maybe, lemon maybe, something. It smells nice, quite fruity, hoppy. Um, yeah. So based on the smell alone, I'm looking forward to tasting it. You can see that it's quite an amberish, like a straw color more than anything. It's pretty clear. Um, Looks appetizing, smells appetizing. So let's give it a go. Cheers. Okay. It smells very, very fruity, very citrusy, and that does come through slightly, but it's a bit more bitter maybe than what I was expecting. It's not unpleasant, it is nice. It's just not what I was expecting really. Mm. It's quite light and refreshing. Uh, you get the bitterness on your tongue the longer it sits. There are citrusy fruits. You can definitely taste the citrusy fruits in there. Um, this is definitely a beer for a hot day. This is definitely a very refreshing beer. It's very light, crisp. It's got the bitter notes there, the fruity notes. It's all around quite a nice beer. It looks the part, it smells the part. I think now that I've actually tasted the beer, when I go back in for a smell, I start to understand it just a little bit more. It makes more sense. Once you taste it, uh, and then smell it, it almost removes some of the citrusy smells that you get initially, and you start to smell more of the hops. and it's really quite nice. Um, it's definitely something I would drink on a hot day. It is very refreshing. It's not the best beer I've ever tried. It's not something that I would run to the shop to get, but it's definitely not something that I would never drink again. It's quite nice. Um, I'm not really sure how to rate this one. Um, I think maybe I think I would maybe give this a 7 out of 10 because of how refreshing it is. Really, the flavors are okay, but it's something that you can definitely imagine yourself drinking on a really hot day. Uh, just quite refreshing, quite easy to drink. It's not too fancy, but it's also not that bad. Um, yeah, it's kind of a almost a straight down the middle beer, hit or miss. It's really hard to judge this one, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'll give it a 6. Yeah, I'll give it a 6. I don't think I want to go any higher or lower than that. I think that's fair for this beer. Mm. Put it this way, it's definitely something that I would choose over your sort of everyday beer, your sort of generic beer, your Carlsbergs, Carling, uh, Budweiser, Coors Light, all that. It's definitely nicer than that. It's more refreshing than that, actually, to be quite honest. Which is, it's the only sort of saving grace for those kind of beers for me now is that they are quite refreshing. They're very easy to drink on a hot day, but this is better than that. um, and there's really not much else to say about it. It's a pretty decent beer. Um, and because it's probably one of my first pale ales, I don't really know how. I don't want to like not do the beer justice because like I said, I'm not a beer connoisseur. I can just go on what I know about beer, which isn't too much, whether I like the taste or not, and it's okay. So 6 out of 10. It's decent enough. It's not something that I'm going to be ranting and raving about to my friends, but I would pick it up again, yes, especially during the summer months when it's hot. Um, it's quite nice, and it's a new beer. It's another beer that I've tasted. It's something else. It's different. I haven't tasted it before. I've never drunk anything from the Wild Beer Co. This is the first one. I'll definitely check out some more of their stuff for sure. Um, and of course, I'll probably have the reviews up of them if I ever do. Um, I think the next batch of beers that I do try for the channel, of course, they're going to be from Beer 52. I think I'm going to base the beers that I buy on what I get from those packages each month. So because I've got this package and I know what I have in it, some of them are coming very soon, some of those reviews. Once I know what I get in the box, I'll be able to go out and buy beers that I've never tried before that I know that are not going to be in that box. I might even buy, once I know what's in the box, some beers from the same company. Like I might go out and buy some more beers from Wild Beer Co. just to sort of compare it to what that tastes like. And how well they do on certain different types of beers. Maybe they have a stout. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. Um, but for the first beer from the Wild Beer Co., it's not that bad. It's not that great. But I would definitely drink it again. It's nice enough to drink again for sure. But anyway, that wraps up the review if you can call it that. I would try it. I'm not going to say don't try it. It is something that is probably worth trying. It's up to you. Everyone's taste buds are different, and some people might absolutely love this beer, and some people might absolutely hate it. But I think it's okay. It's right down the middle. It's not quite Marmite, either hate it or love it. It's right down the middle. Um, but anyway, that's the review. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching and joining me today. And until the next time, cheers and goodbye.